I'm interested in a sense of movement because we're in a time when everything's moving. I have a language, and the language is personal. I search for that in my work. I allow that to happen, and I let it evolve. I've always thought that ships and planes and cars did have a role in inspiring architecture. I did try to design a car and found it very demanding. I use metal in my buildings, and that becomes like a signature. Metal, you can do anything. I can play. I'm free. There's a lot of inspiration. I read, I look at paintings, I listen to music, I pay attention to the world around me, politics, the time, all of those things. But it's this organism in response to that that's a freedom.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the head of Audi Design, Stephan Sielaff.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very honored to present to you today the Audi Cross Cabriolet Quattro. Wow, that's it. You know, when we started the design of this car together with the design team, we got the briefing, and the result was we are going to do an experiment. And we go for 3 directions, which is quite a lot for a designer. So one direction was, we said we are going to do a preview of the new Q5 we are going to launch next year. And some of the elements in this car give already a first idea what the Q5 is going to be. Second, we said we are going to do the experiment of doing an SUV and a cabriolet, and we are very, very interested of your response to this concept. Third, we said, okay, we want to do an American statement, and we said, first time in the history of the design team of Audi, we ask our fellow colleagues of our design studio over here in Santa Monica, just 5 miles away from over here, to do the design of this car. Nevertheless, we said we were very sure we want to make a pure Audi, a real Audi, and some of the design elements of the Audi design philosophy, of course, we incorporated also in this car. And to start with the very prominent and very important part of our design philosophy, again we incorporated the single frame grille into the car, which is for us the icon of the brand Audi. Secondly, we designer at Audi, we like to play with details. The details are very, very important in our design philosophy. And for example, the front lights, again we played with the double winglet theme. The winglet theme is something you know already from the TT, from the A4, from the A5, and we have a new interpretation over here with full LED lights. The Tornado line is something we always keep a big eye on. The Audi design philosophy is normally very crisp, very, very sharp, but in this case we continued this theme and made a so-called double blister theme on top of the wheel arches, which is also reminiscent to the famous Audi Quattro of the late 1970s and 1980s. Another part is the A-pillar frame. Every Audi Cabriolet has an A-pillar frame made in aluminium. Coming to the rear end of the car, of course we have a very, very compact boot lid, and again we have full LED rear lights.